because like there is definitely a very obvious gothiness to Catholicism, which is like it's all about suffering.
Yeah,
it's like these really gory images, Christ suffering on the cross in like a statue, the blood, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, Catholicism is more kind of sadomasochistic in a sexual way. Like there's a lot about the body.
It's true.
And then Orthodoxy is more kind of skulls, and I mean there's that in Catholicism for sure.
It's wizards.
It's wizards, and it's like more black metal in some sense as the aesthetics of it, which is like what they picked up with the Death to the World, like that the name. And the picture that you see with the monk in black looking like a wizard with holding a skull, and that's like that kind of corresponds to my idea about the potential of like Orthodox inspired rock band potentially being cool. But then they fucked up everything after that. The Death to the World people. But like you had like some like so there was a band like which I don't like at all, the band coming out of Serbia called Bjesovi, but it had like this because they were like they called Bjesovi. They are named after a Dostoevsky novel, The Demons, and actually a Croatian translation of that novel. But there is this kind of Dostoevsky kind of
which I think is that's my favorite Dostoevsky.
yeah, it's pretty. It's like this kind of the side of
it has the nihilists in it.
Yeah. It's like this. The side of Orthodoxy that's like kind of acknowledging that the fall of man and the internal kind of psychological struggles, and that like you can a lot of the Dostoevsky novels are about extremely fucked up people. They're not like positive novels. They're novels that will make you depressed. So that there is that side to it. And so the Bjesovi, for example, they are the band. They are like an kind of Orthodox inspired band. The guy who writes the lyrics and he has his own Orthodox guru, goes to the monastery. But they were starting like concert with him, like getting out of a coffin and like and doing like grotesque shit and like there's like behaving like a crazy person. There's also this kind of a tradition in Orthodoxy of considering like crazy people somehow closer to God,
right? The fools in Christ.
Yeah. So there are these things that are like you can work with it. They're interesting, and Death to the World sounds like they want to build off that, and they have some in the beginning aesthetics that seems like they want to be like that, but then they fuck it up.
Yeah, because then they bring it back to being part of this fucking monastery that's ordained by a pedophile.
Yeah, for sure. But like even that they could spin in a way that would like if they were like, okay, we are all sinners and we want to have a community of sinners who are struggling with their sin, but also in some weird way acknowledge their sin and they're like kind of wrestling with it or whatever. Like you can do something like that. But I think they went more in this kind of American kind of Protestant way of trying to have a positive like message to the youngsters, something like that, which was not somehow that's not cool. No, and I was like I think that if I heard this music when I was a teenager, when I had my Orthodox phase that we'll listen today, I wish I heard this music back then because it would make me stop being into that immediately.
Absolutely.
If you want access to this full episode along with hundreds of hours of other assorted weirdness, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/tenetpod and help us out a little bit.